Throw it down, big man.
Welcome everybody back to the Throw It Down Big Fella podcast. I'm here. My co-host is here. Darren, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank goodness. It's Friday. Wish it was a payday Friday, but nevertheless, glad it's Friday.
Yes, it is. And this could possibly be the last night of the Dallas Mavericks. They're down 3-0. Game 4 is later on tonight. This is the end, right? This is far gone.
For the most part, we at the end of the day, yeah, it's over. Pretty much the Boston Celtics are going to be your 23-24 NBA champions. It's just a matter of if it's going to be tonight or if it's going to be when's the next game? Probably Sunday or Monday.
Monday night.
Okay, so it's either going to happen tonight or Monday. So the next time we hop on the podcast, we should have crowned NBA champions by then.
If I'm Boston, I want to wrap this up tonight because, like you said, you got to fly back to Boston, and it's 3 days? Yeah, 3 days from tonight. If I'm Boston, I try to end it tonight, but and I don't think Porzingis is. I think Porzingis is out.
Yeah, he should be out. I believe he's out. I'll be surprised if he's playing.
Would you play Porzingis if he said he wanted to play? Or
no. Why? You're up 3-0 and you just went without him in game 3. Why?
Well, I'm just saying, Porzingis he said he wanted to play game 3, but the way he injured himself game 2, I was like, man, he tore his ACL. Like you don't want a Kevin Durant situation out there. So
exactly. So he good. They don't need him. So he can rest for one more game.
That is true. So if the Celtics do win tonight, who do you think is the Finals MVP? Is it Jaylen Brown, slam dunk, or?
It depends on if Holiday has a hell of a game tonight. If Holiday has a hell of a game tonight, he's gonna be your MVP.
Over Jaylen Brown? No, I don't.
It's gonna be like an Andre Iguodala type of ordeal
because he guarded Luka.
That's what I'm saying. That exactly. If Holiday has one of those games and he puts up, I don't know, at least 25. Give me 25, 5, 3 steals.
You're
gonna be an MVP. Especially if JT, who hasn't been showing up at all, doesn't show up, but he's not even in the running for MVP, so I don't even know why I'm bringing his name.
I don't know.
Jaylen,
he had 31 last game. I mean, if he has another 30,
okay, so he finally showed up for one game. Jaylen has showed up for 2 games already.
Yeah, so that's the point. So if JT shows up,
I don't even know why I brought up JT's name because I'm just like Jaylen. He's already if Holiday doesn't get it, then obviously Brown gonna get it.
I don't know. I feel like JT. JT's the bigger star. We all know that. Like,
but what has he done?
He's the bigger name. If he has 2 games of 2 good games and Jaylen Brown has 2, then you got a dilemma now. Yeah, it might be co-MVP. It might have to be. I mean, because without those 2, they take turns, like you said. Jaylen Brown had 2 good games. Let's just say Tatum again has a good game. You gotta get. I think it's a co-MVP thing. I really do. Because without them 2, they're not winning. They're not sweeping the Dallas Mavericks. So it could be Jrue Holiday. You might be right.
That's what I was about to say. You can't leave Jrue out.
No,
you can't leave Jrue because after game 1 and game 2, that's what they were saying. That's what they were talking about. They're just like, could Jrue Holiday actually win Finals MVP? Yeah. And I was just like, I don't see why. Once again, if Iguodala can win that thing, then obviously.
Don't get me started on that. And that was
exactly.
Steph Curry is like, really? Like, just because he guarded LeBron, I'm the one that put up 30, damn near 30. Why is he getting? He only averaged what, 12? Like, LeBron still had almost a triple double. LeBron almost had a triple double.
That's why I can't write off Jrue because he out here guarding Kyrie and Luka. Mostly Kyrie.
Well, speaking of Luka, Luka had his burial the other day. Just they're clowning him about his fit. Like people act like Luka just started complaining to the referees. Like this is a new phenomenon. Like, do you feel like the criticism is fair? Is Luka the reason why they're down 0-3?
No, we act like what? So Kyrie Irving did act. We can't act like Kyrie Irving didn't show up.
I
Game
know,
1, game 2. Like,
I know. Like, but it's
it's
Luka's
only so
fault.
much Luka can do. Like, what y'all want him to do? He's frustrated at this point. He's like, bro, especially what happened last year in the playoffs. He's just like, bro, I finally got here now after that BS last year.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm dealing with this, and I'm doing all I can. But my teammate over here not supporting at all. He over here talking about the crowd ain't loud, this and that and that and this.
This is stupid. That was so stupid.
Jason Kidd ain't making it no better. Because
Jaylen Brown's the best player. Yeah, I saw that. He's getting out coached too. I never thought Joe Mazzulla. He's getting out coached. Like
easily.
Like the schemes, the lineups, like putting Xavier, like using the bench. It's like Dallas, like Luka and Kyrie are getting tired, and they're playing PJ Washington and these other folks minutes. Like he's getting out coached, man. Jason Kidd is. So maybe he'll get better next year and all. But man, Joe Mazzulla, it's so funny. Like this time last year, everybody wanted Joe Mazzulla fired because of that debacle in Miami in the East Conference Finals. Now he should probably have been coach of the year over that Thunder head coach. Now he should get an extension. I mean, he should get an extension after this, no doubt. But you agree he should get an extension after they win the championship?
They got no choice but to give him an extension. I mean, what you gonna do? Not give him an extension? Now you're gonna be looking silly. Like, who you gonna now at this point? Now you being disrespectful. Because if I'm Joe, I'm just like, all right. So if you ain't gonna give me the extension, who are you trying to get? Dan?
Dan Hurt. Don't. You know what? Since you want to go there, since you bought him it's a good segue. Since you brought up Dan Hurley, so he was on his media tour. I think it was Dan Le Batard and it was Colin Cowherd, and said if the Lakers offered me more money, I would have took the Lakers job. I call BS. What do you call it?
I mean, I don't really call it BS. Once again, bro, you making me move cross country to go coach NBA basketball in Los Angeles, California.
But just say that then. Okay, say that. Say the White.
That would have made him what, the sixth highest paid, the seventh highest paid coach in the NBA?
Something like that, yeah.
I am a back-to-back NCAA champion that could be working on a three-peat Wooden style. Are you serious right now? You gonna give me 70?
He used the Lakers to get more money.
When they could have easily gave him about 85, 80 at least. Throw another 10 on there.
Right. But he used the Lakers to get more money to connect. Just say that.
Now I'll call BS on that because he said he didn't. He said he didn't, and he was like, we already had the figures in line and this and that a week before the Lakers even contacted me, or some timeline prior to the Lakers contacting him.
Okay.
And I'm just like, but you didn't sign the dotted line.
You didn't.
I mean, contract negotiations still continue until that dotted line is signed. So what you mean you didn't? No, that definitely played a part in that. Trust me, you can't tell me him not visiting over at the Lakers didn't play a part in his contract talks over at you.
I don't think he ever wanted the job.
I don't think he ever wanted the job either. I didn't think he ever wanted the job either. That's what I was saying on the last podcast. It's just a principle. It's just a respectful thing to do. A world-class organization like the Lakers is offering you a job interview. Of course I'm gonna take it. Of course I'm gonna listen to it. But then, I mean, if it ain't up my alley of where I want to go, then I mean, thank you, but no thank you. I appreciate it, but I got other stuff I'm working on.
Don't string it along is what I'm saying. Just say I don't want it. Family, it's just my wife. Just say that. Don't string it along like there's a possibility like you could leave. Well, we all knew it was no possibility. when it was no
Anything
possibility.
possible.
It was no possibility. It was no chance. Like it was zero. We made it seem like it was 50-50, like it was 0 to 100. Like
Yeah.
it was zero. Like I'm just man. So now we're stuck with JJ. I don't know. Should I be optimistic that JJ be a good coach, or will he be
I don't know. I'm
yet another
JJ.
failure?
I'm already skeptical. If I'm JJ, I'm just like, do I really want this job? I mean, it'd be cool.
I mean, it'd be cool.
Once again, it's coaching the Lakers. It'd be cool. But it's just like, do I really want this job?
What you just got done saying it's the Lakers. Like it's
But still, though, what we talked about last time, though, if stuff doesn't go well with that organization, who's going to be the scapegoat?
JJ Redick. He knows that. Every coach knows that. Because you're coaching LeBron James and Anthony, you know that.
But then again, he may be cool with that because there's gonna be a whole lot of guaranteed money in that, and I'm sure he don't mind going back to ESPN and working NBA today, working the occasional
finals and the big games.
I'm
sure.
So I'm sure he wouldn't mind. That's easy gun. At that point, it's like guaranteed money, easy guaranteed money. It's not like he's going to have to quote unquote coach the team. LeBron James is on the team
for 2 years. Like that's why I feel like they should just get James Barrera, even though I don't know. But Anthony Davis wants him. We got to get a coach for the future. Because after 2 years, LeBron is out. LeBron is out. This is 2-year farewell tour like Kobe. And it's gonna probably be the same thing. Below 500. Everybody loving him, giving the key to the city like they did Memphis. I think we gave him the key to the city that the Lakers did to Kobe, I want to say. Shot like 50, 60 times. Like, just do that, LeBron. Like, just I would say let this be the last year Bronny comes. If they draft Bronny, let this be your last year. Go ahead, let this be your last year. Like, because I don't see how we can get to a championship. Maybe a 7 or 8 seed again. I don't know. Like, something dramatic has got it. Something dramatic. Like, and it's until that day happens, Lakers gonna be stuck in the mud. Kind of like, I don't know, Golden State the same thing, stuck in the mud. I mean, like
pretty much until I mean, they got talent. They just too hard headed and they're still stuck on their old ways. If they just go ahead and get a big man, develop these players that you got, because you don't have scrubs on your bench. I promise you, Steve, you don't. You just don't give them the opportunity to shine because he's too scared of losing. But you're gonna lose anyway because you're overworking Steph, Clay, and Dre. And by the way, Clay and Dre, they don't really contribute too much anyway. So you just pretty much overworking them for no reason.
Well, you ain't got to worry about Clay no more after free agency comes up. So we'll see. We'll see how free agency, how crazy that's going to be. Speaking of another series that's pretty much over, the Stanley Cup, Florida and Edmonton, another 3-0 cold, pretty much over. Florida.
No, yeah, it's pretty feel bad for those Canadians because they wanted that one last night. I watched some of it, and yeah, Florida put that whooping on them real quick. I think they scored like 3 goals in like, I don't know, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. I'm just like, man, they got that heat on them, man. So Edmonton will probably win the next game because I don't see Edmonton just going out like that. Like Edmonton has a better chance of not being swept than the Mavericks.
Wow, yes. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
I have no faith in the Mavericks to go ahead and just get one more win.
When was the last time the NBA Finals and Stanley Cup both had a sweep? That's got to be that's a history. Now that's a question. When was the last time both the Finals and the Stanley Cup was a sweep? Like, because it's going to be a long oof. I bet ESPN is like, man, what we going to put on TV? Because the draft is not for 2 more weeks, the 27th. I want to June 27th.
If these networks quit being so cheap and they actually give the WNBA some more TV time, we could be watching that instead of having me look for where Ion TV is
on your basic cable, any station. That and Tubi.
ESPN know they should have been giving them a broadcast deal. Fox know they need to be giving them a broadcast deal. CBS, they cool. They gave them a broadcast deal. But I mean, come on, man. I need
Well-
more games on ESPN. Way more games.
Well, Fox got the soccer thing coming on, and NBC.
Yeah, they got that going on right now.
NBC got the U.S. Open, so golf and the Olympics coming up. So they like, we too busy.
NBC, they about to get their money. They about to get all that bread in next month when the Olympics come on.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that. Cannot wait for that.
Advertising bread.
This Caitlin Clark thing finally, like, she said something about just basically race, like stop using her name for market for racism and bigotry and all that. I applaud her for saying that, but should she have said that though? Do you think? I mean, it was the right timing to say what she said, or?
I mean, I don't mind her saying it.
I know.
I mean, I don't think it's ever a wrong time to call out against racism, discrimination, and supporting equality and stuff. But there's ways to go about it. And she's just like, don't try to use me as a token, as like as like a representative of like your movement of whatever your choosing is. She's just like, no, don't try to make it about me. There's a bigger picture than just me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Caitlin Clark. Even though you didn't make the Olympic team, you should have made 3-on-3 like we said the last episode. You should have made the 3-on-3 team, which is a crying shame. Like they would automatically won. I'll just get the ball, Caitlin, just shoot, just shoot. Caitlin, you got the best jumper ever. Like, just go ahead and shoot. But shout out to Caitlin. The season is they actually beat the Dream last night, so she only had 7 points, but Boston went off. Later, Boston was strong. Oh, I should have bet on her. If there is anything else, Moneybagg Yo dropped the album today.
I gotta go listen to that. I'm about to take my uncle to work in a little bit, so that's gonna be the first thing I put up on the aux cord, man. Yeah, I drive an 09 Acura. I ain't got Bluetooth right now. I still gotta use the aux cord. So don't nobody on the video say anything. Yeah, I'm still using the aux cord. Leave me alone.
I mean, Conor McGregor's fight postponed. That was
that's kind of disappointing, but at this point, it's just like if it'll happen, it'll happen. If it don't happen, then. But I think it will happen because I mean, hell, you waited this long, you might as well just go ahead and continue waiting out. If you're what's the other boy's name that McGregor's fighting?
But
yeah,
I know someone.
But yeah, so whenever I take my uncle to work, I'm definitely gonna listen to that. Yep. But yeah. Other than that, UFC, NXT had a decent pay-per-view not too long ago. It was pretty straight.
Yeah. The Castle pay-per-views tomorrow.
Right.
They got a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. They got they got the big boxing match, Tank fight, Mark fight. They've been going back and forth. It's been entertaining. Earl Spence was into it too. He's representing the other guy that Tank is fighting. That should be a good fight. UFC is tomorrow too, right? The one is.
I believe so. Yeah, I think there's a fight night tomorrow. I think.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a busy little sports weekend tomorrow. So enjoy it while it lasts, because come next Monday, next Tuesday, and the rest of the next week, it's gonna be a dead sports. So yeah, this weekend, enjoy it all. Love it all. Oh, I think the UFL championship game is this weekend too.
Oh, okay.
I think it's either this weekend or the following weekend. But yeah, shout out to Birmingham. Shout out to the what's them boys, the San Antonio Brahmas too.
All right, shout out to that. All right, if that's all, we will conclude this episode. We will see you guys next week. We will probably be crowned with a new NBA champion, and so we'll ad nauseum talk about that and talk about how boring this finals was. Is this the worst finals of all time? Probably so.
Yeah,
It's up
it's
there.
pretty bad.
It's up
Yeah,
there.
pretty.
And recap the NBA season, and maybe next year the Grizzlies can finally do something next year if all healthy. They can get
Yep.
back to the mountaintop. With that being said, we will see you guys next week. From my co-host Darian, I am Greg. See you next time. Until then, peace out.
Oh, excuse.
Throw it down, big man.